the quarterback up, and we just came out and did a great job the second half.
What is it like to have the game be decided on the defense? You knew they needed a touchdown to win, and you guys needed to make sure that didn't happen.
It's pressure, but it's just what we prepare for. And honestly, thanks to the coaches and Coach Sweeney pushing the defense and Coach West, responding, to not a great finish last week. Our practice throughout this week was probably one of our most intense weeks of practice, and it translates to the game. So,
what was that feeling like when you got your hands around the ball?
I prayed about it, dreamt about it, and I just knew I was going to get a pick today. And, all glory to God, and I just was in the right place at the right time. Thanks to the coaches, made a great call. And, pass rush got there, and he had to make a bad decision. So,
Ask Kate about the magnitude of this win for you guys, ACC record. He mentioned the guys that have come before you. Dabo made a big deal about this all week. What did it mean to solidify this win here?
It means everything. It means everything to us. It means everything to the guys who came before us. We had some former players at practice this week, and, they were just telling us, you could just hear the passion in their voices. So, this is a streak that's been going on since 2016. I was a freshman in high school, 2016. So, it's just great. It's like a responsibility that you got to wear, and, you just got to handle business.
Thank you.
Second half for Syracuse, 7 drives, 6 punts, 1 interception.
Yes.
What does that say about the defense?
Responding to adversity. First half we faced some adversity, and I feel like we were prepared for that, and we just adjusted at halftime, and everyone bought into the game plan, and went out in the second half, did their job, did it to the best of their ability, won their matchups, and we just played excellent second half.
When they scored that third touchdown to go up 21-7, KJ Henry came over to the sideline and he was very passionate.
Yeah.
What was his message to everybody?
I wasn't actually there, but I heard about it, and I just heard that we just got to get on top of our stuff, and everyone just got to have accountability within themselves and stop pointing the finger, at the coach or at your teammate or whatever, and just look in the mirror, and just be your best and not worry about anybody else, and just do your job, and everything else will fall into place. So,
Just hoping Nate come at a good time with Notre Dame in 2 weeks.
Yeah, a lot of guys are banged up, bruised up. We got some guys out, like Kobe and stuff. Hopefully be able to get some guys back coming into this Notre Dame game. Yeah.
Wasn't it you that was in position to make the game-ending play at Wake?
Yeah.
And when Nate intercepted it from you?
Yeah, it was actually the same coverage, cover 2. And, quarterback tried to force it in there at the end. And, Nate did a great job sinking and broke up the ball, and I was just there on top. So, yeah.
But you were there, too. You would have had it if he wouldn't.
Yeah, I like to say that. I'm just saying if he's going to take it from you, you got to catch it, Nate. That's all I said. So you're going to take it, you got to catch it. So, yeah.
Mickens recently talked about this defense fighting against killer instinct. You mentioned obviously the emphasis on closing this game. Do you feel like you got that today?
100%. Just you look at the second half last week, and look at the second half this week. And there's 2 really good offenses. They're both pretty good, but we just handled it a lot better and learned from last week, and practiced that way, finished in practice. So we came out in the game, made adjustments second half, and just really. Had a deep talk with the defense, during halftime, and we just came out and, played with that edge and that killer instinct to put them away in the second half, and they weren't going to score the whole second half, so. Yeah.
Syracuse did a whole lot of talking during the week. There was a lot of talking out on the field today. Does that make a difference?
Coach Sweeney always says the fire has to be from within, and that just adds fuel to the fire. So, we don't really pay attention to the outside noise. A whole lot. We try not to be on our phones Friday, Saturday, and not to just pay. We just don't try to be outside and try to be inside out. And that was of course something that was adding fuel to the fire, just knowing that their players were disrespecting us, doubting us. But we were already motivated. Every game's the biggest game of the year, so we were already motivated for this game.
This year for you, obviously taking on a big role. Where do you think the growth's come most for you personally?
For me personally, just growing in my confidence, last season, I only started 2 games. I kind of was like a package situation guy last season, so wasn't really too confident, but, I knew I could do it. But this year, just having to play, a lot more than I played last year, and just growing and knowing that I can do it and making those plays just builds confidence in myself. So, I'm definitely a way more confident football player right now than I was last year.